Granny, what's missing?
I know that's under lock and key. Let me lay out there in the open like that with so much temptation.
Well, what's missing, Granny?
They didn't even touch the silver, headed right for the Malibu. Over 50 bars of my homemade limestone.
Granny, good as it is, I don't know nobody who'd risk jail to steal your soap.
Just maybe any movie star. Why, they do worse than that. They get my skincare beauty secret.
My soap?
Of course. Ellie, tell your pa why my skin looks the way it does today. Oh, it's because you've been out in the sun in the wind too long. Who asked? You did, Granny.
Hey, you seen any strangers crawling around Granny's last soup?
The movie stars. No, but Jethro floated it all out here. Maybe he's seen something. Swag.
Jethro took?
Yes, sir. He says for his new business, there ain't no folks can touch it.
All right, Bessie, we're all set for my grand opening. You ready to take over my advertising campaign? What do you mean, no? All you gotta do is float up a couple thousand feet and toss out these handbills. Jethro! I was gonna wait till I have the first customer before calling you, but what do you think of my new car wash?
Well, sometimes you act like you've got grits for brains. You know how many of these places there already is in Beverly Hills?
Not like mine. This is the only one in the whole world that'll wash your car in just 5 seconds.
It is.
Yeah, that's because I'm the only fella that's smart enough to think of dunking them.
Dunking them?
But it gets the car spanking clean. My band bought 'em. It's my own invention. You see, I just put the car in them chains over yonder and hoist it up with them ropes. It's hooked up to this block and tackle at either end. Then I just haul the car out over the water and slacken off and drop it in. Then I just slush it around a little bit and lift it out over to this side and let it just dry. How about that? And what's more, for 10 cents extra, I clean the whole inside of the car, too. I just leave the windows open. What's the matter? I forget something?
For one thing, the shingle you're gonna need for your pants when Granny finds out what happened to her soap.
Oh, that's the secret to this whole operation. You see, even in cold water, Granny's lye soap cuts grease just like that.
Boy.
Of course, it is kind of tough on car paint, too, but I don't care much about repeat business.
You got 24 hours to drain this pond, pull down them ropes, and get this place back to normal.
Oh, come on, Uncle Jim. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to set this world on fire.
You're gonna clean up, all right. Everything. Or you're gonna end up with a seat of your britches on fire.
Well, it's nice to worship.
Oh, yeah? I'd have got my handbills out when I wanted to. I've been turning the customers away now. It's all that dad blame Bessie's fault.
Oh, you mean it's Bess's fault?
That monkey ain't nothing but a big hairy chicken.
Where's that soap filter, Jethro?
Now, calm down, Granny. I've already got to the bottom of the trouble.
That's what I want to do. Where is he?
I'll help you make some more soap, but you won't need them hickory hide heaters.
It's the young'uns that need 'em, and the woodshed. Then we'd see how much mischief they could get into.
Now, Granny. I think it's more like they got too much time on their hands. I might go down and see can Mr. Drysdale find something.
You're wasting your wind. A couple of times he did put 'em to work. They were back home the same day. I figure betwixt Ellie's secretary and Jethro's siphon, they made the other workers look sluggish.
Good morning, Miss Hathaway. You remember my nephew and namesake, little Milburn Drysdale?
How do you do, Miss Hathaway?
Hello, Milby. His parents asked me to keep an eye on him for a few hours while they're gone.
Where have they gone? Oh, Chief.
Oh, I'm just taking care of him for the day. Tomorrow he starts boarding school. Milby, why don't you go in my office and play? I'll be right in.
Yes, sir, Uncle Milburn.
Oh, he's a fine youngster. Credit to the Rising family.
Chief, how did you get stuck with keeping that miserly little monster again?
Just a minute, Miss Hathaway. Last year when you took care of Milby, he was just going through a transition phase.
I know, like the wolf man.
Come on now, he's a fine lad.
He's a grasping, avaricious, crafty, conniving little money grubber.
Yes, everyone says he reminds them of me as a boy.
At the age of 6, when other little kiddies were playing hide and seek, Milby had started his first business.
So every kid has a lemonade stand.
Milburn opened a pawn shop. Chief, he needs other interests. He needs to go places and do things with someone he looks up to. Someone big and tall and strong.
I agree. You can have him all day.
Never again.
But I can't get away. You've got to take care of him.
Not even if you give me a whip and a chair.
Well,
Oh, hello, Uncle Milby. I hope you don't mind my borrowing this book from your desk.
oh, not at all, my boy. A sympathetic look at Ebenezer Scrooge. That's one of my favorites. Now, what would you like to do today?
Well, a real fun thing is making money. I've got my eye on some property in the valley.
I see. Well, how are you going to earn all that money?
I could start by betting you $5 that in 30 seconds your face will turn blue. Okay?
All right. I'll take that wager, but just to give you a lesson in gambling. Never bet except on a sure thing.
I don't. You caught me at last year.
Blue? Sure. Well, little Milby, you certainly got the best of me that time. What would you like to do now?
I'd like to collect my $5. And then I'd like to do what we did last year. You know, run barefoot around the ball.
I'd like that too, my boy, but I'm very busy today.
Mr. Crawford is here to see you.
Mr. Clampet's a very important man. Milburn, please stop crying for Uncle Milburn. Mr. Clampet's my favorite depositor. He's got $70 million. Please stop. Mr. Clampet's a very important man. Milburn, please stop crying for Uncle Milburn. Mr. Clampet's my favorite depositor. He's got $70 million.
Something wrong in here?
How do you do, Mr. Clampett? My name is Milburn Drysdale.
Now, Mr. Clampett, as I understand it, you're worried Jethro and Ellie may have too much time on their hands.
Yeah, well, you see, there just ain't enough work on the place. Even with all the chores Granny and me can think up, they still got a good hour a day with nothing to do.
Water, Mr. Clampett?
Oh, no thanks, son.
Coffee? Tea? Milk?
Thanks.
He's a fine boy. He has a great career ahead of him.
Yeah, he's already a pretty good waiter.
Pillow for your head?
Oh, no thanks.
That's fine, Milby. Now, why don't you sit on the sofa and read, eh?
Oh, it's all right. I have my bank book.
Well, now, getting back to the young'uns. Ellie is kind of a problem. You see, once you toss out secretary,
Yes, let's toss that out.
and when you come to Jethro, there's you don't know anybody that needs a professional eater, do you?
No, but don't worry. I'll come up with something to suit his talents and education.
Good. Well, he said he'd take anything at all, as long as it's a executive job.
All right. Well, you'll have to give me a little time. We're pretty swamped here today. I'll even have to find somebody to take care of Milby for me.
Well, why couldn't he spend a day over at my place?
Why?
Please, Uncle Milburn. Please, if I can.
For me.
Well, why couldn't he spend a day over at my place?
Please, Uncle Milburn. Please, if I can.
I think it'll be all right.
Yippee!
Thank you, Uncle Milburn.
And you'll be giving Ellie a job at the same time. She'll be your babysitter. She's waiting outside. I'll go fetch her in.
Did you say a babysitter? For me?
Yeah. Here she is now.
I'm 11 years old. Of course, I'm very insecure.
You got a job. You're going to babysit little Milby there.
Howdy, Milby. You're the first human being I ever babysat for. I am? Yeah, but I ain't worried, because I'll just pretend you can always be Milby.
Well, there you are, Milby. Make yourself to home.
Boy, would I love to go into the escrow in a place like this.
Sorry to disappoint you, Milby. It's got 32 rooms and 14 baths, but I don't think it's got an escrow.
What's the matter, Jethro?
I'm mad. Before I even got it going, I had to shut down my 5-second car wash.
A 5-second car wash? Why, you could make a fortune.
Yeah, I know. Hey, for a little kid, Milby, you're pretty smart.
Business is my middle name.
Hey, how much schooling you had?
I finished the 6th grade.
Hey, I should have known. You can always pick out the fellers with the higher education.
Granny! Wonder where she is.
I don't know. You try to catch it, and I'll look upstairs.
Okay.
Hey!
Coming. Where is the little tyke?
Look at there. What is all this?
Everything for the little young'un that Ellie Mae is babysitting with. I got blankets and bottles and diapers.
I reckon I didn't make myself too clear on the phone, and, you know, the baby we brought home is 11.
Well, 11-month-old baby will still need a lot of care. I can hardly wait to hold the infant in my arms again. Where is the little bundle?
Well, Milby is out with Jethro.
You left him out there with that big clock. Jethro, carry in little Milby and be very careful with him.
Hey, little Milby is a big boy.
Here he is.
He is big for 11 months, ain't he? Almost as big as Jethro was at that age. Wait a minute. You ain't no little baby.
But I've been trying to tell you, Granny, Milby's 11 years old.
How do you do, Granny? My name is Milburn Drysdale.
Named after Mr. Drysdale?
Well, not quite, Granny. Milby's middle name is Business.
Milby, business, Drysdale. That's a real high tone.
Come on out to the kitchen, have some milk and a piece of pie.
I wonder if I could have Jethro show me around the house.
All right. When you're through, come on out.
Hey, Milby, you mean you was turning down a piece of pie for a look around the house? I thought you was an educated man. Well, what about it? Just the old vase.
The main thing.
Oh, it's for flowers.
Jethro, Ming is a famous Chinese dynasty.
Well, maybe so. They's out of business by now. Mr. Drysdale said that vase is a couple thousand years old.
I'll give you $1 for it.
$1? A couple thousand-year-old vase? I can't slick you like that.
Then sell it to me for 50 cents.
Well, okay, sucker. Don't say I didn't warn you.
What was you heating all this milk for?
Well, I was expecting little Milky to be a tiny infant. And Jethro used to drink that much for his evening bottle.
Yeah, but you got to remember, even as a baby, Jethro had a mighty unusual hunger.
Yeah. There ain't many 3-day-old babies that can tie into a side of bacon like he does.
Especially when it was still attached to the hog. Seems like ever since, his body and his appetite have been trying to see which could get the biggest.
Yeah. Too bad his brains didn't enter the race.
I believe it's Gainsborough.
I don't know his name. He sure dresses funny.
I'd like to buy it, too.
Gee, Milby, you already bought an awful lot of stuff.
I told you, I'll give you a check when we get everything totaled up.
Hey, gee, I can't help feeling I'm taking advantage of a little kid. I mean, you're giving us $5 for this thing. And don't even get home, you stop.
I'm buying it for a friend. He likes old enough, he doesn't care what you're going for.
Okay, then watch out, because I'm ready to take you to the bank.
Well, I'll give you $5 for it.
10?
$7.50.
Sold. Oh, my Uncle Jed's gonna be proud of me.
Here, son.
I can't wait to tell him.
Why don't you wait until you can show him the check?
Okay. When he sees what a business genius I am, he'll let me run a 5-second car wash for sure.
Yeah, I want to see that. You can show me how it works?
Right away. I'll flag down the first car I see and be ready for you in 5 minutes.
I'll be in the mortgage department. There may be a foreclosure.
I hate to interrupt your fun, but don't you think you should pick up Milby's profits?
Why? He's probably having the time of his life.
I don't doubt it. He's just one bootlick away from $70 million.
I'll pick him up this evening. Now lay off. He's just a normal, high-spirited young.
This is normal to be kicked out of 3 military schools in 1 year.
It happens.
Or usury.
I don't care what the law says. 80% interest on a loan is not unreasonable.
Apparently Milby is so important to keep them at private account.
That's your truck down there?
Yeah. Them bubbles is on account of the engine still running.
What happened?
Hey, I couldn't get no cars to turn in the driveway, so I used the truck. Got it out yonder.
This was your 5-second car wash?
Yeah. There is a few kinks in it yet. Oh, gone. The engine just died.
Gee, I was counting on you hauling away the things I bought with that truck.
Oh, I'll get it out. I'm sure glad I drove such a hard bargain, selling all that stuff to you. At least I'll be able to show my Uncle Jed I've done something right.
But remember, you won't show him until I'm gone. You have the check, right?
Hey, how does a little kid like you get all your money anyhow?
I used my head. For instance, this morning, I got $5 out of my Uncle Milby. Nothing to it. Let's do that. Cost me 50 cents to find out.
50 cents? A way to get $5? It's the deal. Pigeon? I mean, partner. Hey, Uncle Jed, Granny, I just found out the best way to make $5 you ever heard of.
What is it?
I'll show you. I bet you $5 that in 30 seconds, your face is going to turn blue.
Jethro, I ain't a gambling man.
Come on, Jed. It's a sure thing.
All right, I'll bet you.
Okay, here we go.
All over my kitchen. How dare you come in here and make a mess?
Oh, no, wait a minute, Frank.
You big cabbage head.
Well, I told you to stay out of trouble while Milby was here. What have you been up to now?
Do you want to hear the good or the bad news first?
I got a feeling either way I'm going to need my switches.
Now, maybe you come right over here and sit down. Yeah, you might as well get the bad news out of the way first.
Well, it ain't that awful. Just that I dropped the truck at the cement pond.
Where's the switches?
I'll fetch you.
Hey, now, hold on. When you hear the good news, oh, you'll forget all about the bad.
All right, start them jaws a hopping fast.
Yeah, well, you know how this house is full of bric-a-brac and junk and papers and stuff, most of it hundreds of years old, and just cluttering up the place? Well, I unloaded almost a half a ton of it on that little Milby.
You what?
And he's not only taking it off our hands, he's paying almost $200 for it. How about that? The good news just knocked her right over. Reckon I don't get no switch.
For the bad news, no, but you're gonna get a first-class rump roasting for the good.
Uncle Milburn, Miss Hathaway, I'm glad you're here.
What's going on here? What is it?
I bought it for us. Every piece of fabulous antique. All I need is your check to pay for it. Partner,
What are you talking about?
you're gonna be proud of me. I conned it out of these hillbilly hicks for less than $200.
It's worth 1,000 times that.
I know. We'll sell it and make a fortune.
Yes. Yes, we'll get rich. Drysdale and Drysdale. Antiques. What? Oh, yes, of course. Get Mr. Clammett. Now, we'll see if you really bought this stuff.
I've got signed receipts from Simple Simon. You know Jethro?
Why, you little monster, you probably cost my biggest account.
Now, don't get excited, Uncle Milburn. How much do you want to forget the whole thing?
This is something you've been eating all your life, and you're not buying your way out of it.
It's going to hurt you more than it does me.
Don't count on it.
Ah, he sure cleaned out the place, didn't he?
I'm just glad we arrived before Milby resold everything.
If the little fellow wanted it that bad, he should have asked. We'd probably give him most of the stuff.
It's Jethro's fault taking advantage of a sweet little fellow like that.
By the way, where's Jethro?
He's out back trying to get the truck out of the cement pond.
Just disciplining my nephew, Mr. Clammett. I'll be right back and make amends for all this. Get in, Miss Hathaway.
You must have spanked him good. We could hear him yelling clean inside.
That's not what he was yelling about. He's used to spankings. I got him where it really hurts.
What you mean?
I took his money belt.